Alrighty, we got another scoop from 2022. This time a 10k PKO. We got a stacked freaking table here. Lex with 93 big blinds. Nacho 83. Yurosov with 40. Wizard of Az with 33. Pubrich with 28, opening the ace 10-0. Let's go to a flop dealer. Both players making a pair of 10s. Coco Jambo are a huge stack at 122 bigs. Oof. Wattenlos up 33 and you win ticket 85. I said that as if they were the last player. Graf Kekelon 57. Check on the river after a few bets there from Purbitz, and we see the 457k in front of them. Oh, the glitch. The glitch that always draws my attention. And it always seems to happen on the first pot. Anyways, we see Nacho 3-betting the old pocket 10s out of the small blind. Graf Kekel with a very playable king-queen suited going to a flop. Sees a king. All clubs are a little bit scary. The ace is a little bit scary. 10% bet size. Interesting stuff. King comes along. Nacho with no club. Check. On the river, probably check too. Nice little pot for Graf Kekel. 68 bigs. So gotta remember this is a KO tournament. And I see a bunch of huge bounties. Graf Kekel obviously with a big stack, but $12,000 on their head. Nacho in the same shoes with 10k. Even some of the shorter stacks. You'll love to see big bounties. Because like this is a 10k, so even Purbitz and Yurosov with a min bounty, that's huge. $2,500. Oh, and top pair going for a check raise on the 8-6 deuce flop. Getting some protection and getting some value, but a queen on the turn. Bad news for Purbitz. Graf Kekel sizing up a bet. I like the small half pot size. Not too many draws out there. Ace of hearts blocking some of those draws. 6 isn't great, but not awful either. It's much better than the 8. Graf Kekel all in. Purbitz sitting here with second pair, second best kicker. 7-9 misses, and Purbitz does make the call down. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. But it's also hard to make a pair of queens on the turn there, and I was going to start listing out all the bluffs Graf Kekel could have. Didn't even get to see it. Coco Jambo, super aggressive. So we do have Purbitz out of here. Gonna make my prediction a little bit easier. I see Coco Jambo and I see 108 bigs. You know, there's also Lex on 80 and Graf Kekel now up to 90 bigs. Hard to vote against them, but again, Coco Jambo seems like they're gonna get after it. It is a little weird how they have Coco has position on Wizard of Az, Yurosov, and then Nacho, a couple of shorties. I suppose that might be just as good, maybe a little bit worse than if you had the position over the big stacks. Still a good spot to be in for Coco, no matter where you're sitting. Nonetheless, the prediction is Coco's just gonna pick off the bounties one by one. Wizard of Az, Wattenlos, Yurosov. Eventually a big cooler will take place. Graf Kekel, Ace Jack on the button, taking a stab. Nacho turns 3 of a kind. Looks like a card you can lead on. Small sizing. Ace Jack could be good here. full pot on the river, and Nacho will take a few off of Graf Gecko. Pocket pair versus pocket pair action. Seen all in from the big blind. Wizard of As, pocket eights. I think we can find a fold here. Nicely done, moving along. Hanging in there. Does suck to be the shorty. Can't get any bounties, but that's just the way she goes. Couple of queen 10 suiteds and pocket jacks for Jambo. Yurosov with the flush draw, and then Wizard of As with a straight draw to a 6 or an 8 or a 3. Backdoor diamonds. Gonna be hard to fold. Pot is big. Could always go for a check raise all in. Club on the turn, completing the straight as well. Facing a lead. This is weird. What do you do making the straight? Flush completes 3 ways. Maybe we can get away from it. Wizard of As is just a wizard. Nicely done. The final table of folds. Coco Jambo does come along with the club. I suppose it makes sense. Now he beats him 2 pairs. But maybe the most obvious 2 pair makes a full house in 7-8. So you beat the old 8-5, deuce 5 if they have it from the small blind. Not as likely. Coco Jambo still makes the call. Wizard of Oz. Beautiful fold there. Wasn't expecting to see that, but nicely done. Yurosov back in there with pocket 6s, calling an early position raise from Graf Gecko. Queen on the turn. Pair of 6s. We'll take down the pot after we go check. Yeah, we finally get to hear from you and take it. Flop a middle pair. Backdoor flush draw. Checking it. Coco Jambo with top pair. Leads out pretty darn big. 184,000 to go. And a quick call from the pair 10s after checking back at the flop. 6 on the river. Not the best for the old pocket 10s. 4-7 makes a straight. What does it even matter? Top pair was good. Yurosov with an ace. A jack to go along with it. Graf Gecko with an ace. Only a 10 to go along with it. Not so good. Facing a mid-position raise. Should be a call still. You win, take it really in the tank. Just away from the screen. Those old eyeballs. Yurosov takes a stab on the 8-7-4 flop. Has 3 spades out there. Backdoor straight draw to go along with it. Where's our cooler, Poker Stars? Lex finally gets to play a pot here. Ace high board with the queen. We'll just check. Blocking some straight draws, blocking some flush draws. Not gonna fire away. Graf Gecko makes a pair. Lex thought for 2 seconds. Should I be bluffing here? Nope. Just move along. Coco Jambo, ace deuce will be bumping this up. And he's gonna get it on through. I wonder if you and take it plays here. Ace 9 suited in the cutoff for Graf Gecko. What's gonna happen? We're gonna play call. Give Yurosov a chance to see the flop as well. King high board, 2 spades for Graf Gecko. Nothing really doing for you and already checking gave up. Did he really just say gaved? You win, take it. Stays true to their name. 3 hearts on the turn. Pretty big brick. Graf Gecko over betting on the turn. king, queen with the king of spades. Interesting stuff. 3 of spades on the river. Graf Keckle makes the flush. I don't think blocking king matters as much. You would have saw Graf Keckle raise that pre, so he could have tens or deuces. And it's an all-in river bet. This is huge. 45 big blinds. There's already 45 out there. Anyways, Graf Keckle gets the big pot, making the flush. Firing away on the turn and flop. Could have always played it sneakily. 3 ways to a flop here. Yurosov with top and bottom pair. Backdoor straight and flush draw for Lex. He'll take a stab. Nacho comes along with the backdoor flush and straight as well. 3 ways to a turn. Diamonds come in. Fire away, Lex. Oh yeah, here we go. I mean, Yurosov's surely gonna call. Ace-6 and Ace-8. Diamond gets there on the river for Lex. Ooh, rough run of cards for Yurosov. 2 flushes get there on him. And the Ace-3 is gonna be a tough fold. Oh, I don't know if he can find it, but if he does, be impressive. So again, you still lose to the 2 pairs and maybe even 6s, 8s. Yurosov does still find the call. Nice run of cards for Lex. Ooh. I mean, way to go firing away. Ace high board makes sense to take a stab. Keep firing on the dominant. Oh, we get an all in, and Coco Jambo does get Wantlos's bounty, making 3 of a kind. Was a fake flip there. Dang, so Wantlos up to 131, Lex at 121, and Graf Keckle, who's also been battling it out, at 107. Again, 3 ways to a flop. I love to see it. Ace-10 in the lead. Taking a stab on the flop too, and he's going to get the folds. 8-4 suited wanted to see a turn, but not for any price. King-8 suited, getting the King-10 out of there. Fun little straight draw for Nacho. Not a stupid one at all. 10 or 6 will do. Oh, and look at this little raise size. Coco Jambo still comes along with some backdoors. And Nacho keeps firing, getting King-8 out of there. Nice play by Nacho, up to 65 bigs. Lex with middle pair will check it back with some backdoors. Pair of 9s now for Coco. Heart on the river. I think we're just going to see check, but Coco does lead. Interesting. Ooh, I see aces. Interesting stuff. Lex playing super deep with Ace-10. Oh, Ace-10-0 just hits a muck. I was going to say could call, could 3-bet. 3-bet comes in from the big blind. And because, again, we're so darn deep, Graf Keckle probably going to put in the 4-bet. There it is. King-Queen suited just wanted to go to a flop or see a fold. Now we'll have to play this huge pot. 1.6 million chips out there already. Quarter pot size bet. 3 to a straight flush. We'll just find the fold. Not quite enough there for Coco to be calling. Nice pot for the aces. Graf Keckle in first with 130 bigs. Sheesh. Wizard of Az. Ooh, bad timing to stick in the ace. No, not even. No chance after the queen on the flop. Each runner deuces. 7-5 gets a walk. Graf Keckle likes that. That's always nice to see. Nacho betting an ace and a queen, taking it on down, and he's moving all along. Getting 10s, that's a walk. You don't like to see that. Want some action with the old pocket pair. 3 of a kind for you when take it, and on a board Coco Jambo could always play check raise. There it is with the open-ended straight draw. A 9 would be dirty. A 4 will do. A 4 will do. Coco fires away 420k. Cannot be folding an 8 here, I don't think. Holy crap, the most obvious draw gets there. And a quick call from the 9-8. Dang. That's a huge cooler. Coco Jambo, 150 bigs. Holy moly, now we're four-handed. Playing almost 60 blinds effective. But Nacho's going to lose a few here. Hopefully find a fold on the turn. Uh-oh. Hopefully find a fold on the river. Don't bluff. I mean, you'd put queens in a weird spot. As they were trying to get paired jacks to call them. Oh, and Lex is getting aggressive here. King 8. We're going to a flop some way, I think. Graph Gecko. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. I mean, the only way to go to a flop there would be call. But Graph Gecko says, Lex is going to be doing this a little bit too wide. I need to protect some equity. Pair of queens for Coco Jambo, turning a flush draw 2. Graph Gecko blocking the ace 10 and 9-10. Might prefer to have a 10. Seems like a spot they could have fired if they wanted to. I don't know if the queen would have folded. Maybe it's just best to play another pot, move along. Blind on blind, this will be a little interesting. Queen 10 versus 10 jack. Both players with a 10, or sorry, a pair of 10s. Obviously, I already said they had a 10. 3 on the turn, that's not too scary. Coco Jambo does fire away. Don't see a chop pot in our future. 4 isn't bad either. I was going to say, I think Coco slows down, but he does just bomb it. Queen 10, a lot of draws to miss. Jack 9, Queen Jack. Oh, and he does find the fold. Uh-oh. I mean, that looks pretty strong just to go 3 streets there. And again, if you're going to block some of the bluffs, not all of them, because there's still a few more lower straight draws and whatnot, and the flush draws. The Graph Gecko finds a fold, moves along. Jacks get no action there. 3 ways to a flop. King 8-3, no spades for Graph. Lex goes 1/3. And we'll get a couple folds. And we move along. Very, very deep limp pot. Could have seen. Graph Gecko says, no, we're not going to see that. Oh, just kidding. We're going to see it this time. Both players with bottom pair. Lex with a little bit of a better one. Making the flush on the turn. Graph Gecko just not firing. 9 of spades goes 2x pot. Huge bet on the river. Interesting. Graph Gecko on the button with 9s. We'll play call. Ace high board. Deuces could scare away 9s again. Uh-oh. I say again, I mean, Coco could scare away Graph Gecko. Fire away, Coco. You got deuces. Those are no good. Oh, my lord. Yes, it's just big, too. 9s fold. Nicely done. Coco running the show. Pocket queens. 3-bet incoming. Quick fold from the king 7. Pocket 9s. Let's play limp again. Oh, going for the raise this time. 2-3 suited. Might want to go to the flop. Top set for Coco. Even the small bet can't get called. Super deep heads up. Limp pot. Not heads up. I mean, they are heads up, but it's not a heads up battle. It's blind on blind battle. What in the world am I saying? Graph Gecko blocking the flush and straight will just show down king high. Jacks are good. Nacho defending king 4-0. Top pair for Graf Kegel. Quick fold from the king high. Let's go to a flop. Pair 10s for Coco. Couple of aces out there. Lex says that's a good one for me to stab. A jack on the turn. Would have been nice to see a heart. But Lex still fires. Oh, and the 10 is making the call. Fire away, Lex. He's going to fold the 10. Fire. There it is. Huge bet. And Coco folds the 10. Dang. Jack deuce facing another raise when we're limping. That's why I like a limp with the 9s. But to be fair, Coco probably knows better than I. Coco knows better than I. King queen suited, facing a 3-bet, hard to fold. Even facing a huge size. Lex says we're super deep, so let's play for more. Taking down the nice pot in 136 bigs now. Oh, we see aces. King 7 just hits the muck. No action for aces. Nacho with ace 3 suited, no action. Blind on blind again, another limp from Graf Kegel, facing another raise from Lex. With the old ace 9, oh. 6-6-3 flop, 2 hearts, no hearts for nobody. King 10's gonna be good here a lot. Go to a turn. Jack of hearts, that's scary. King of hearts on the river, weird spot. See a lot of checking from Graf Kegel, and then Lex is gonna decide if he wants to represent the hearts. Says no, not this time. Would have liked to see it. I don't know what Graf Kegel does with a pair of kings. You're gonna have some hearts, obviously, so you're always gonna call with those. Maybe you can fold a king, depending on the size he bets. Chopping it up. We hate to see walks with pairs. Aces in the big. Ooh, and Nacho with a defending looking hand. Probably not though, as we get a little bit shorter. He does give him a fair size to come along, but Nacho still folds 7-8 suited there. No 6s out there, so that's good news. Lex's aggression could steal the pot though. 6-10 is good. King and a jack gonna come along on the button, and 5-7 as well. A little pair and a little backdoor flush, a little backdoor straight action for Nacho. Putting in the raise, repping the 2-pair 5-4. I suppose there could be some jack 5, jack 4 suited. 9 on the turn, gonna be hard to get him away from here. Graf Kegel will not be folding. I don't know if you want to put in the raise. He does, so maybe you do. Still get some value from those lower pairs. Maybe a few worse jack X. Oh. Find the call. Just plays call, and there's a king on the flop. Uh-oh. Just play call. Super dry board. Ace on the turn. That's no good for Nacho. It's not good for Graf Kegel either. Nacho still bets. Just play call. There's no need to raise. He knows that. I don't need to say that. Nacho with king 10 on the river will give it up with 20 bigs. So diamonds miss, queen jack, jack 10, 3-bet pot, so there's probably not much 5-4. Nonetheless, the king 10 still hits the muck. Pair of 10s for Coco, checking it over. We see a limp pot finally. Graf Kegel let him saw one. Open-ended straight draw now for Graf. Reason to keep betting. Full pot size bet. 3 on the river will complete the straight. 10-9. Hopefully we find a fold. Full pot size bet. Diamonds miss, king jack misses, jack 9 misses, 8-7 misses. Coco does find the nice fold though. There's a lot that misses there. I suppose there's still plenty of value. Queen 10 picking up a straight draw to the jack and 2 overs. We're just checking it down. Ace and a jack. Ooh, nice flop for the 9-7. Check, check. Nice check by Coco. Queen on the turn, and he just finds the fold there. Still plenty he beats, but still plenty he's behind. Graf Keckle in the big will defend the old jack 9. And flop nothing. 6s are going to take that one easily. Got a couple of aces in the blinds. Open-ended straight draw for Lex. Looks like he's got this one locked up. Ace deuce, nice fold there. Might be a walk. Nacho gets a walk. You love to see it for the short stack. It is kind of cool to see Nacho still hang in there. Like, we want to see the super deep three-way battle. But, nah, I kind of like Nacho hanging in there. Give him a shot. Oh, could you imagine if Nacho makes a comeback? Hanging on in there with 20 bigs and he's looking at 330 plus big blind stacks. Holy moly. Interesting little straight draw. Just, I guess, to a 6 or a 3 for Graf Keckle. The queen high diamond draw will take it. King queen. We could start jamming here. We do see it for 20 bigs. King jack. Oh, what do we do? Might be in the muck. Would be a fun raise. Oh, there it is. Lex comes along, flopping a flush draw, ace high board. Nacho's not afraid to stab on these. There it is. Very tiny though. Lex does just put them all in. Nice pot for the 10-9. Taking it down on the flop. Not much doing for Lex, but enough to come along. Backdoor equity, picking up the hearts. Coco Jambo overbetting though. Drawing to a 3. Oh no, this is going to be a huge one. Coco Jambo blocks the nut flush. I guess the board pairs. Jack 10 is very possible. 4-5 is possible. And then all the draws out there. Coco Jambo does fire another overbet. The king high flush will take it. Quick call from Lex. No decision there. Just knows that Coco will fire. 8-6 suited in the muck. Nacho wishes he can play it, but not off a 10 big blind stack. Uh-oh. Coco's facing some heat. Getting caught in some spots. That's not good. Ace 5 suited for Coco. Bumping it up, and I face another 3-bet here from Graf Keckle. You know what, I suppose we haven't seen too many 3-bets. Just Graf Keckle raising from the big blind. Oh, nice little raise there. Lex gonna need a 3 or spade, a 4. Nothing hitting there, so Nacho back up to 20 bigs. That's nice. Oh, and Graf Keckle. What are we doing here? 9-3, flopping a 3. Again, it's cool to see you get like a lot of 9x that's dominating you to fold. And then even like some queen 3, king 3, maybe not, if they're suited, but the offsuit varieties, you get those to fold. It's really cool. Coco Jambo makes the nuts on the river, so it's not that cool. Graf Keckle thinking about bluffing. Whoa. Do it, dude. I mean, it's poor timing. I want to see Coco with chips, though. Does say I don't believe you at all, but he has to find the fold. three ways to a flop. No, the queen 7 finds the fold. It was suited. Look at the pair on the turn. 8-9 needs a 9 or a 10. Coco could start firing and win the pot. 200k. Lex is gonna call. No, he's not. Thought he was gonna be a monster there. You know what? That's a poor time to call the monster. Call. King 8 with no draw. Looks like it'd be horrific to call. Pair of queens for Graf Keckle and a pair of queens for Coco. Oh, I didn't even see Coco. Overbetting here now. How do you fold the queen 7? You're blocking the straight. I was going to say, it's never worth a raise. Interesting. Limp pot. Lex with the old 8-3 might get this one. 4 on the turn. That is a straight for the old 3-8. 8-7 suited, raising it up. 2 overs. Backdoor straight, backdoor flush. Yeah, we bet those. That's what we do here. Nacho with king 10 suited. We'll just jam into Coco's big. Taking the pot down. Lex on the in the cutoff. Raising jack 7 suited, flopping top pair. Graf Keckle with a backdoor flush. 2 overs. Small bet will come along. Spade and the board pairs. Weird happening here. Jack 7 goes for some more protection. Oh, ace of spades on the river. This will go check check, I think. Lex isn't going to turn their hand into a bluff. Ace and a jack. Putting in a 3-bet. Getting it through. Nacho really wanted to see a flop there with 10-9 suited. And their raises are going to look pretty darn strong off that short stack. But people are going to want to go for that 10k bounty. That's the thing to always remember. That's why the ace jack probably becomes a pretty easy 3-bet. And says, let's get this in. Or 4-handed ace jack becomes much stronger. King queen suited is going to rip and he's going to see bad news. Oh no. Graf Keckle's going to eventually make the call. Ace queen 4-handed. You're going to see a lot of pocket pairs in Nacho's shoes. But the clubs are there. Oh, club on the river. Nacho gets the double up. 30 bigs. Dang. Whoa. So we're just one cooler away from Nacho being back in the game. So 30 is only a little bit more than the 10, but I think they were even... No, sorry, I was going to say 20. But I think they were down to 10. Bunch of clubs here for Lex. Blocking the old ace king. Takes it down on the flop. Coco with an ace raising on the button. Lex with the king in the big blind. Flopping open-ended straight draw. Backdoor flush for Coco. King on the turn will give him the lead. Give Lex the lead, sorry. Coco with an ace. Find enough fold. There it is. Woo woo. Queen 10 getting queen 10 to fold. King jack suited will just call from the big blind. Nice board for the big blind typically, but not this time. Even though king high still good. Oh, Coco, bluff. Oh, Nacho, find the call with king high. There it is, nicely done. We got another cooler here, 2 big oh, when the cooler is Uno Reverso. Lex still firing away. Interesting stuff. I wonder if diamond draws still call. Coco puts in the raise. Lex can find a fold. It's in him. Check, check on the river. Coco shows him the ace. Do. Nacho coming along with king jack. Oh, but Lex makes a pair 7s. Nacho with the straight draw and backdoor flush draw. Nothing's hitting for him though. Put a 10 out there. Oh, just a bet. That'll do. Nacho says, I don't need a hand, I'll just make the hand. No, he didn't make a hand. I'll make him fold, he says. That's what he says. I heard it. 3 ways to a flop? Nacho could always 3-bet from the big blind here. You'd expect if Lex has a strong hand, they're gonna play raise. Deuces with a club, thinking it over. Ooh, that's one heck of a call. Are you gonna call down on a brick river? Lex fires away, deuces fold. I mean, nice call on the turn. Oh, we got a lot of clubs here. Graphical folds his. Nacho's not going nowhere. King, queen, ooh. King, queen, 5, 1 club, king on the turn. Top bout for Nacho. Ace high comes along. Double paired board. Lex could always find the call here with ace high. It's very reasonable. Jack 10 misses. Oh, and nice fold there. Limp pot. Graphical says, more chips please. Ace high board. Good start for Coco. Graphical checks back the straight draw. Oh, I didn't even see the two pair. What do we do with King Jack here? Plays call. You were ahead of 9-10, 10 Jack. Easy fold on the river. 4-7, limping in. Paired board, a couple aces and a jack. Queen high coming along, very reasonably. Way to go, Lex. Sniff out the little bluff. And go for a little protection on the turn. Taking it down, nicely done. 5 deuce, opening 4x against Nacho. That's interesting to see. Nacho gonna try to limp in. Coco says, I've got a 5 and a 10. No way. Oh, just kidding. And the 6-7 takes a stab on the jack high board. Ooh, interesting stuff. Nacho getting a chance. Coco let him off easy. Ooh. Graph Keckle. Flopping a flush. Turning the flush. No action there from the pair of 7s. Graph Keckle with a straight draw and over to the 7, but that's no good. The 9's not quite it yet either. Queen of spades, what the heck do we do here? Fires away, gonna get... Oh, Lex, do it. You shouldn't do it, but like if you... Oh, he finds the raise, holy shit, how does 6-8 do anything here? In a pot that'll look like it should be Graph Keckles with the river fire. The river bomb. Top 2 here for Lex, putting in the raise. We'll get 5s to... Whoa! 5s come along. What the hey? Uh-oh, Coco's creating a cooler. 5 on the river, are you serious, Poker Stars? Oh no! Coco plays call and bet on turn. Oh, and he overbets river, shows him the bad news. Oh, and Lex throws him the emoji, of course. He's gotta be pissed off at that river. Super unfair. Lex even checks raise the flop. Oh no. I mean, I think there was quite a few straight draws out there. So if you're playing an aggressive player, maybe you think 5s are going to be good a fair amount of time. It's just a matter of navigating turn and river. Interesting play by Coco Jambo. Anyways, they're up to 170 bigs. I was rooting for them. Not like that though. Nacho, 30 bigs, will rip the 7s here. Lex, oh no! No, I was going to say Lex is going to get some redemption. He's just getting fucked by the deck. Oh no. But at least Nacho's in there. Dang it. Lex is missing like a good 5 to 6 million chips from his stack right now. Oh no. 9-3 with the best of it here. Graf Gecko in position says, I'm gonna just show down my king. And I might even call a river bet. The board pairs, and I might call a river bet. Nice little value bet there by the pair threes. Nacho with a 4-betting looking hand, but we'll just pass. Maybe that one's a bit too wide. That's a little bit too ambitious by myself. The thing is, it just doesn't want to call a 3-bet. It's going to be a fold or 4-bet. 4-bet, very small or not at all. Nice value bet here by Lex. And he 5 makes a straight. Nacho says, I want to call with the king high. Nice value bet by Lex. Graf Gecko comes along with the ace 2. Getting 2 callers there. Whoa. Alrighty, Nacho. At least we see some chips fly around. That's what I like to see the most. And Lex is still looking to get some redemption here as both players flop a pair. Lex still with the best of it. Sweating an 8 or 10. Let's put in a value bet. Nah, Lex says, I already got in my bet. Meow, 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 meow. Limp pot. Graf Gecko says, okay, is the shorty now. 23 bigs. Holy, I didn't even notice. Coco, nice and aggressive with the old 4-6 suited on the button. Graf Gecko could take this and jams it all in. 4-handed, makes sense. Ace and a jack. Woot woot. 9-8 suited in the big. We'll look to play call. Flop an open-ended straight draw with the flush draw. 6 on the turn. Let's see a lead. Hard not to lead this. Pretty small though. Ace jack could come along. Jack, spades. That's so rude. Graf Gecko even blocks the flush. Paired board. Maybe you just play call. He puts in the raise. Hard not to. Coco can't be folding the flush, I don't think. He's all in. Ace jack, blocking the flush, blocking the full house of jacks. He does eventually find the fold. Nicely done. Was an interesting raise on the river for some thin value. Graf Gecko, he's short now, I forgot. 10-4 suited, we can't play that. Ooh, but Nacho says 5-4, let's go. No straight draw, but we'll turn a pair. Lex's ace high is just going to be checking down. Blocks is straight, he always could bluff if he wanted to. No, Lex is playing reasonable cards. And we'll even just fold to the bet on the river. Ooh, pocket kings. We're looking for a bounty here. $13,000 for Lex. Don't you dare do it to him again, Poker Stars. Don't you dare. No king. Oh, king would actually be a full house. Just sweating the aces. Kings again. Alright, that's alright for Lex. You missed out on one bounty, but you got the big stack again. Still kept battling. Gonna get a little value from the pair sevens. Ace on the river. Maybe some more. Maybe some more. Oh no, Nacho folds. Nice fold there. I always click call. Could have just seen the bad news. Lex with a pair. Oh, and Coco's coming along with threes again. Leading out on the spade turn and the board pair turn. Another 9 comes on the river. Coco slows down. Almost three-way pot. Instead, the ace high is looking good until the king river. Well, that's really rude, Poker Stars. Nacho needs some chips here. Does just find the call on the river too with the ace high. Dang it. Coco is running real good here. Lex making a pair, or not a pair, 3 of a kind, my bad. My bad. Coco with top pair, checking it back, playing it sneaky. Spades complete on the turn, but Nacho has king high. King 6 of diamonds, that's not doing nothing. Come on, poker stars, how unfair. How unfair is this? Lex with a 3-bet. Coco with a very 4-bettable hand. He just plays call and flop in a pair. Poker stars, don't you dare do it. No jacks. Lex is firing 2 streets on the brick turn. Coco does get away from danger. Woo! Lex firing away. Ace high in the big. Or in the small? In the small. That's no good now. Pair 10s for Lex. Fires and gets it through. Coco limping in 9-6. Making a pair. Queen on the turn. Kinda wanted to see Lex just fire away. But we'll just check down the jack high. Nacho with 8-6 in the big comes along. Sees a horrific flop. We'll find the fold. 22 bigs, that's a darn shame. We are gearing up for a deep heads-up battle between Coco and Lex. This is going to be fun. Lex is just getting aggressive. 9-4. It's suited. He's got some playability. It's fun to see. Deuce 5 suited coming along to a flop. Lex is running nice now. Uh-oh. No 3. Don't you dare do it, poker stars. Oh my god, poker stars. What are you doing? It's not even a diamond. Poker stars, come on. How do you fold 5 deuce? We've played it so sneakily. Any 6 beats us, any ace beats us. 5-4, 5-3. There's a 3-bet pre, so there's going to be a lot of ace x, maybe even some king highs that are just looking to fire away. Lex makes the call, sees the bad news. Poker stars, super rude. Ace king here, making the flat from the small blind. Whoa, 3 ways to a flop. Queen, queen, 9. Whoa, wee wah. Escaping danger. Ace king comes along. 6 on the turn, bringing in the flush. Lex finds the fold. 10s are good. Nacho with an ace in the small blind, limping it in. Coco checks back 10-7. It's interesting. He is letting Nacho see a lot of flops versus the limps. Most battles 3-way. The short stack does not get to limp in. Coco says, hey, maybe we're just way too deep and I can get you up ace high later. Because how does ace high call? Nacho's made the calls before. He's been wrong, but this time he's good. Not afraid to make those ace high calls. What's going on? 9-4 suited. Seeing a flop. Nacho taking a stab. Coco comes along. Coco with the wide floats. You gotta have something up your sleeve here. You gotta fire. There it is. Coco does fire away. Jack high can't call this time. Ooh, so the 9-4 float. Interesting. A little bit of backdoor equity, I suppose. I think he had a flush draw, straight draw backdoors. King, queen, X board. You don't expect to see it though. We're playing the board. Fire away, Coco. Get him off the chop. Nicely done. Ace and a 10, limping it in. 4-3 suited, we'll just play check. Making a pair, but so is Coco. Nicely done, Lex. Doesn't build the pot at all, says this isn't the one for me. Moves along there too. Nacho's queen high is good. Up to 32 big, so he's surviving. He's hanging in there. 156 now for Coco. 101 for Lex. We're still gearing up for that deep heads up battle. Coco's trying to take, I suppose, plenty away from Lex. As Lex wants the heads-up battle to already happen. He's loving that these pots are brewing between these two. He's giving them plenty of opportunities, and the pair of threes is good, but if Nacho fires 3 streets, oh, he doesn't. How does the 3 call there? Doesn't matter. Nicely done by Nacho. Or sorry, nicely done by Coco. Nacho, Coco, and Lex. Coco raising it up. 7 and a 7. Nacho defends 6-3. Middle set for Coco. Surely Nacho knows Coco's gonna fire away a lot here. Queen on the turn. Nacho does find the fold. I was gonna say hopefully they find a way to move on. Don't want to see them bleed chips. Uh-oh, 7s. We might just jam here. There it is. Ace 8 might call. There's the call, and Ace King suited in the big. What do we do here? All in, and Coco finds the fold. No Ace King or 3, so Lex unfortunately doesn't get the bounty, and Nacho's up to 50 some bigs. I think Coco, if he called out there, he would have made a pair of 8s, right? So we could have just ended the show right there. Queen 7 in the small blind for Nacho. With a few more chips, we might even go to a flop here. No pair. Nice check back to get a pair of kings, but the Queen 7. Oh, do it, Nacho. Oh, he doesn't fire. Coco blocking the straight and flush says, I can find a way to get small value from a 10. But Nacho has Queen high, so he moves along. 7s again for Nacho. Pretty good hand for them. Ace and a 10, raising it up. Pair of 7s for Coco. Ace 10 here, what do? We're checking it back. Picking up a straight draw. Blocking the nut flush draw. Could get sneaky on some rivers. Instead, we'll see something crazy happen quickly. Interesting turn, but we're just checking it down. Lex blocking the straight and flush. Lex taking a stab, blocking 5-6 with the flush draw. Nacho with the ace high and the wheel draw says I'm on out of here. I'm down to 41 bigs. I'm not making pairs, but I'm going to stab on the queen high board. And a pair of queens is going to call me, so I'll slow down. And I'm going to give up probably. But I got an ace and a 6, so I'm going to raise it on up, and I'm going to make a pair of 7s. I got a backdoor flush draw. I can check. I can just go for some value. I'll make 3 of a kind. Maybe I'll put Lex in a pickle and bet small. No, I'm going to bet big and just go for value. 44 bigs. 9-10 suited. Let's go to a flop. Just missing an 8. Then we got 4 in a row. No, we got 5 in a row. Even better. 6-9 comes along. Nacho has 2 overs. The 9 is a dirty over. An ace is not it. Pair of 6s is good. Woo woo. Coco up to 128 now. Pair of queens with the 9 to go with it. That's 2 pair I count. But we lose to a straight. My brain could not focus there, so I did not realize or comprehend what was going on. I was wondering if Lex was going to go for a raise for value there. But then I saw the straight. I was like, king 10 makes a straight. Not realizing 10-8 also makes a straight, and Coco Jamba sitting there with 10-8. So just like that, Lex is down to 55. 44 for Nacho. They're getting tighter. Uh-oh. Okay, Lex just calls. Good stuff. 50 bigs, that's way too many. Blocking 6-4, let's go for a lead. Get called by jacks, but we'll pick up a diamond draw. So let's fire away again. Nacho puts in the raise. Very nice value bet there. Wasn't expecting to see that. But it's not bad for them to take down the pot on the turn. Nothing too dirty there. Queen or Jack 9 will take it as well for Lex. So back up to 50 bigs. Not going to see a flop though. King Queen, 2 overs and the gutter to the Jack. Not going to get through just yet. And we'll check back the turn. Coco even goes for some value here. With a pair of 6s, very thin value bet. Nacho's not afraid to call down. And he does make the call with King Queen. Blocking the Queen Jack straight that misses. Still 8-7. Interesting. Lex with the raise, with the pocket 9s. Ace, A7 flop. Real silly stuff here. Gonna start with a small bet. 3 of spades, things get weirder. 9s with a 9 of spade. Maybe check call. Queen Jack with a spade, needs a Queen Jack spade, doesn't hit. Could always bluff Lex off the pot, maybe, but yeah, he does bluff him off the pot. I suppose 9s can't be calling down there. But it would have been a huge pot going Lex's way. Instead, Coco's up to 175 bigs, 12 million chips. Only about 5 million left to collect. So no super deep heads-up battle because Nacho's been surviving. 3s for Lex. Raising it up. Jack 10 with the 3-bet. Oh, and Lex is all in. Nicely done. Sniffing that out. Ooh, that wouldn't be an easy all-in. We're gonna need to see a spade or a 7. Oh, the 7 would be dirty. Neither one come. Lex leads out on the board pairing river. Ace 9 going nowhere. That's not what he's trying to get to fold. 3s versus 8s. We might see the 3-bet all-in again. Hopefully Lex runs hot. We need to see a 3. Nachos calls with the 8s. No 3. Lex is out of here. Unfortunate run of cards from there at the end. Nothing he can do about that one. So we do get a pretty deep heads-up battle. Coco with a pair of 4s, backdoor nut flush. Nacho with the straight draw and flush draw. Overbets on the turn. Find the call, Coco. Ooh, I was gonna say it's in him. I could see this just ending right here. But you know what? Nacho needs some respect, so good thing Coco folded there. Shows him, hey, look, I'll wait for a better spot. Like top set here. Pair of jacks. Within 9 of diamonds is weird. Facing an overbet. You probably want your opponent to have that card. Full pot on the river here. Diamonds get there. Nacho does find the fold. Good stuff. So that wasn't too big of a pot. Did call an overbet on the turn, but that's not too bad. Set of 5s for Coco. Another set, eh? Pretty darn good start to the heads-up battle. Another 2 million chips going Coco's way. 7-6. We're dominated, but we're in position and we got a straight draw. Not a 7. Put an 8 out there, dealer. At least Nacho plays it sneakily. Still gonna have to pay a bet here, I think. Blocking 8-6. Oh, and Nacho escapes danger. Whoa. Was not expecting that. Nacho won 42 bigs. Gotta like their chances. If somebody can make a comeback, surely Lex could have, surely Grafco could have, surely any one of the other guys could have. But Nacho's playing like a wizard here. Making a straight? No, not quite. Just gonna put a pair of 9s in a pickle. The 7 will do. This could be a full double up. Coco is losing to a lot of 2 pairs. So it's a darn shame. But if you got 2 pair, you're just gonna pay him off. That's a whole lot of aces. Coco plays call, 3 deuce. It's gonna feel like it needs to bluff, but this is bad timing. Just poor timing, unfortunately. Nothing you can do about that. You gotta fire away sometimes. And you just hope your timing is on time. Because time matters, you know? It's a real thing. Coco Jumbo with a pair of 10s. Checking it down. 1 liner to a queen. No value there. No value to be had for the pair of 10s. Oh, and we're getting aggressive with 9-8 suited. We're going to go to a flop though. And we both got a straight draw. Whoa. Whoa. 10 on the turn. We're going to slow down in Coco's shoes. Nacho with a chance to bluff here if they want. Could just clean up all the equity. Get even called by worse. Not this time. Ace and a 10. Raising it up. Coco defends king 9. That's just escape. Coco with a 3-bet. Getting it through. Ace and a 9 that's suited versus pocket 5s. We're over 100 big blinds deep here. Pretty crazy stuff. 5s come along. 9 on the turn. 10-8 gets there. 5-6 still not gotten there. Queen 10 might have fired away. Hard to call with the pocket 5s here. Nice fold there. Do-ka-do-do, do-ka-do-do, ace and a jack. 3-bet gets through. King and a jack, raising get through. Pair of kings for Coco, checking the back, playing it sneaky. Giving Nacho a chance to catch up, but we'll just take it on the turn. Do-ka-do-do, couple of pairs. Don't you dare put a 7 out there, Poker Stars. That would have been something rude. Nice value bet there from the queen. Nacho at 120 bigs here now. And we are pretty well tied as I see Coco's got 123. Nacho at 123. What in the world's going on here? Was not expecting the huge comeback, but like I said, Nacho certainly has it in him. Mmm. 2x overbet on the river here. Ace jack, what are we thinking? We probably don't want to have a jack. We probably want to have a pair. It's ace high folds. Chop pot is where we both have a flush. The board made a flush. So we're chopping the pot. Ooh, and a call from the re-raise on the flop here. Queen jack gets there. Pair of 4s. Who knows what Nacho does here. Checking it down. Losing the pot. Meow, meow, meow. So Coco's reestablished the lead, but not by much. Ooh, ace of hearts on the turn. That's a rude turn, Poker Stars. Why do you have to give Nacho a 4 hearts too? Riddle me that one. Flush comes in on the river for Nacho as well. Coco bets pretty small here. Find the fold. Nicely done by Nacho. Nicely done. Moving along. 3 of a kind. Oh, when Poker Stars, you're just setting up Nacho. Oh, it just gets worse. Overbet. Hard to fold the king and the 7 there. Blocking a lot of boats. Couple of suited aces. Nobody with the flush draw. That's kind of rude, Poker Stars. Don't expect that too much. Nice checking here with our nothing hands. Queen high, thinking about making a call. Does make the pot size bet call. Uh-oh. I still like the call with the queen high. Check down pot. Nacho just so happened to make a pair of eights. Or sorry, Coco made the pair of eights. Has a pair of sevens here. Nacho again with the ace high. Does make the call again. Uh-oh. Unfortunately bleeding a little bit. Somebody gave him some wrappings for his wounds. The blood stops here. Nacho doing a good job checking back the board where Coco's got two pair. Nicely done. Just escape danger. Just a nice cheesy Nacho. The bleeding stopped. And we're going to stab and you're going to fold your 7 high. Get on out of here, buddy. And we got aces. Oh, no call there. Nacho used a bit of a smaller sizing with the 3-bet, I think, from the big. Check down pot. Lose to the better queen high. That's unfortunate. King and a 10 with a straight draw. Doesn't make the straight, but he blocks a straight. Pair of 4s lead on out. Coco says raise. There it is, 480k. That's another 400k to go. And Nacho says no more blood. Except for you, my friend. Except for you. Pair of 4s in the straight draw for Coco. Pot size bet. Board pairs. 4s feel comfy here for a check call maybe. Don't have to face the bet on the river. Nacho back at 72 bigs. Escaping the queens. Hanging in there. Has a worse 3 here. No pairs for nobody. Nacho overbet. Oh, nicely done, Nacho. Getting the queen 3 to fold. Love to see it. Pair of kings. Gets a little value from Nacho. Makes a pair of 8s. Whatever draw on the straight decided to bluff. Still missed on the turn. So Nacho comes along after making a pair. Small bet by the ace 9. Takes it. Now we got king queen. We're raising it up. Getting the fold. We'll take the chips. Queen 10 and another queen 10. No worries, we don't got a pair. We got a pair now. No worries, we got the pair now. Big bet on the turn. Oh, a 9 on the river. Are you serious, Poker Stars? What in the world is this? Coco puts in an almost pot size bet. Surprised not to see an overbet all in. But I mean, you're just going to get paid by it. Maybe a 5, at least the queen, and the 7. The 5 probably folds. Let's be real. And if you don't go all in, then you give your opponent still a chance to jam over you if they have a 7. Alrighty, so Nacho's got to get back in this. Making 2 pair, good start. Big bet on the turn. We'll get the job done though. At least he got 1 straight. Pair of kings looking pretty good. Nacho setting the trap and Coco bites. But we'll just give up on the river. 60 bigs almost for Nacho. Still hanging in there. Picking up a straight draw. And 5 high gets the job done. Woo! Coco Jambo. Nice little bluff there from 5 high with the little straight draw too. Nacho is just continuing to put the foot on the gas. Says, get on out of here, buddy. Full pot size bet, not gonna get through. Coco setting a trap. Nacho says, I give up. I give up. 7 or a king and 9. Those are good cards. No, the 9's horrific. Coco blocks the nuts straight. Nacho makes it straight. Just the lower variety. Coco with threes, but he gets no action. The pocket threes are the nutted hand. 10-7, getting a sneaky little pot here, providing there's no queen. I gotta say, I would like to see a cooler. We've seen them battle it out for quite some time here. It's kind of gone back and forth. Nachos started things off, I think, like maybe 40 bigs? Could be wrong about that. But anyways, he evened things up and then unfortunately bled quite a bit. And then he also got things back going, so it's not like he's out of it. Let's see a cooler go in his favor or Coco Jambor's favor. Somebody's favor. Here's kings, but that's not good enough. 9-7-0. 9-10 suited, pretty hand. Jack-10 is also very pretty. Plays call, that's a flush draw and the pair for Nacho. Coco coming along, picking up another straight draw. Give him an 8. Checking it down, Nacho wins. Nice little play there, blocking the straight by Nacho. What's going on here? Coco, fire away. You got 5 high. There you go, firing away. Boop-a-doo-doo, couple of 9s. No pairs. 9-7, won't get it through. Coco makes a straight. Uh-oh. Nacho blocking the straight with 9 high. Just gives up. Oof. Don't want to make our own coolers. We want Poker Stars to make the coolers so we can blame Poker Stars. 4s versus 9-10. 10 on the flop. Board pairs on the turn and 4s lead on out. Very bad river for both players. And Coco gave up. Wowie wee wah. That was a quick fold. Couldn't see what he had. Jack deuce. Let's it go. I was gonna say put in a raise. Let's just see what happens. Coco Jambo, king and a 3, raising it up. 3 bet from the big blind. Nacho with nothing. Picking up a wheel draw. Firing away, king high in a pickle. And he lets it go. Coco facing the 3 bet. Has an ace. Puts in the 4 bet. And a quick fold there. Ooh. I suppose you don't want to play call there, so I like the 4 bet from the ace 4. Haven't seen too much of that. Seen lots of 3 bet pots though. Nacho's just giving us a lesson on how to play heads up from behind. Gonna get a little bit of value here. Ace on the turn, gonna slow down now. Maybe you still want to get called by 6s and 5s, but the 6 folds. That's a shame. Pair of kings for Nacho. Playing it super sneaky. Not going to get called there on the river. Pocket 7s versus a flush draw. And a pair of 2s. Raising it up. 4 on the turn, pairing the board. Coco slows down. But still has the deuce and the backup equity of the flush draw. And nice little pocket one Nacho's way. 77 bigs. Not too far behind. 8 and a 9. Very small bet on the ace high board. Continuing and firing, getting queen 9 out of there. Nicely done, Nacho. That's super cheese. Nacho's got that like 7-Eleven cheese. Nice and melty. Even a little bit chili. Oh, that chili's not too bad. That's what Nacho's looking like to me right now. Man, there's so many better nachos in the world you could have than freaking 7-Eleven nachos. Like, I just like me some ground beef with some nice shredded mozzarella. Not mozzarella, sorry, my bad. My bad, marble cheese. Cheese, a bunch of beef. Oh, that's some good stuff. Just got a little bit of chips. Give it a little crunch. Mostly eating beefy cheese. See, that sounds so much better than fucking 7-Eleven chili and their weird cheese. Like, it tastes good and all, but like, to be fair, that nacho cheese, it's like iconic for nachos, but there's something about it that's just like, it's a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much cheese. We just want a little bit of marble. You could do cheddar, but we just want a nice little sprinkling of shredded cheese. We want a bunch of meat. Some people like veggies. Do your thing. Nacho with a pair of sevens. Getting checks raised from the straight draw. Thank you. Coco Jambo all in. Gonna get the pair of sevens to fold. That's very nicely done. Up to 187 bigs. Unfortunate news for Nacho. They can't even limp in. Not gonna get the chance. Or was that just an open rip? Not too sure. Can't look at the video as we could be coming to near the end here. Not gonna happen right now. Check Nacho. Oh, we just open rips. Alrighty, Roo. Not gonna get called by Queen High there. But he's back to 35 bigs and has a very playable 7-8, but Coco's that top pair. Checking it down. Value bet on the river. Nacho is the type to call with ace high, king high, even queen high. King deuce ain't folding on the turn, but the fours will do on the river. Nacho with a pair of fours, trying to get a little bit back here. No value bet on the river, so we don't get to know if ace high would call or not. Nacho's the type. To be fair, I think it's more likely on a paired board, especially a double paired board. Coco not putting in too big of a bet, doesn't pick up a pair, is going to give up, and the ace high will do. Ooh, aces. Very small 3-bet, but we'll get through. Coco hits him back with a 3-bet with the king 3. Where's our cooler poker stars? Jack and a 6. Not too much there for them. Jack high is just gonna let it go. Pair 10s don't get no value. Come on, poker stars. 2 pair. 8 on the river. Coco doesn't make the straight. Doesn't fire away neither. Pocket kings. Facing a limp. 40 bigs. Interesting stuff. Ace and a jack 3-bet. Getting it through. Seen a lot of that. Flush draw missing. Coco Jambo with the pair 2 still calls down there. Jack high, no good, Nacho. Oh, here's our cooler poker stars. And how rude. You're just setting Nacho up like this. He's all in. He's going to need a queen. Or no spade, just the queen. Dang, that's a pretty nice heads-up battle. Unfortunate, Nacho did eventually just have to lose there. We'll see how long this thing went on for. Oh, a good 20 minutes. Almost. It's quite the battle. Okay, so he started around 70. I said he started around 40. My bad. But Coco had 170, so it felt like 40. Didn't play out like 40 at all. We'll see where Nacho started. 83 bigs. Coco, so the 2 big stacks. In the third big stack, Lex finished final 3. Wasn't expecting that. And then Graph Kick, I'm pretty sure, got 4th. Don't see that too often where things just kind of go as they seem they might go. I suppose you win, take it. Unfortunately, I had to lose a few pots to eventually exit on out of here. But nicely done by Coco. I'm glad I picked them to take the W. And now I'm like 2 for 20 with my picks. So that's not too bad either. Alrighty.